Hey guys, so today I have two new sovereigns to show you, and they're both graded coins. Now we have one which is a St. George and the Dragon coin, the other is a Shield sovereign. So the reason I bought these we'll get into in a moment. First of all, let's just have a closer look. So this is graded by NGC, you can see up here, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. It is an 1884 Australia sovereign, and it is from the Melbourne Mint, which is what the M is for. It is a Shield sovereign, and the grade it got was an AU 58. So in terms of grades, people have different opinions, I guess. If you are going into MS grades, which are graded higher, then the price you will pay for those kind of coins is generally going to be a higher amount, especially if it's an older coin. So there's probably quite a bit of debate to be had on, what is worth grading. So people grade for different reasons. Some perhaps for monetary gain. They want to add value to the coin and perhaps just want to protect a really nice example of a coin. Preserve it, get it locked in a capsule and sealed in there forever until somebody comes along with some bolt cutters and mauls it, but more on that later. And then this is the PCGS. So this is a different grading company, but also quite well known, and this is a 1917 Melbourne sovereign. So it's obviously going to have King George V on this side. So this was graded MS62, which is a higher grade. Now you can check the population by going onto the various grading companies' websites, and you can see how many were graded in the same kind of a grade and how many were graded higher. So I bought both of these with, shall I say on video? I think I will, with the intention of cracking them out. So I do plan to probably cut these out of the slabs. If you've seen my older videos, you've probably seen me, pulling some coins out of the original packaging and things. And maybe some people don't like that. Maybe they like to keep things original and so on. But yeah, in terms of the grades, I think if the Shield Sovereign was any higher, well, I probably wouldn't have bought it at the price I paid because it would have been obviously, for sale at a lot higher price. But if it was a higher grade, then I would probably leave it in the slab. I think AU58 is kind of borderline. For certain years that are a bit more rare, a bit more scarce, people will pay a higher price for those that are graded. And you've got to consider that the grading fee, whoever has graded these originally, maybe they bought the coins at a lower price than the current spot, so they've got that margin there. But if you're paying for the grade and it's not free, it's going to cost you maybe £30 to £50, somewhere like that, depending on what you're doing and who's doing it, or if you're paying somebody else, etc. So, like I said, I bought these as graded coins and at a price that I felt was okay if I cracked them out of the slabs. Why would I do that? Well, I just prefer my coins out of the slabs, and the 1884 is one for my Shield Sovereign date run. So there's a few other videos on the channel showing that. If you're interested in the Shield Sovereigns, you can take a look at that. But like I said, we can see some nice detail in the hair, and there's not really any wear there. It looks pretty good. I can't see any major scratches or damage on the coin itself. We've got a few little scuffs on the capsule, but like I say, that's just the plastic. And then on this side, we've got some good detail on the lions. There's perhaps on the sort of about 4 o'clock, there's perhaps a tiny nick there on the edge, but we're not talking anything major, and all looks pretty good otherwise. So it's a nice looking coin. Another reason I bought these was to kind of compare some of the coins I already have. Now we'll get onto a couple of these in a minute, but the coins I already have, obviously, I've bought as just normal, ungraded raw coins, if you like, and I can compare those to now some that I have here. So in terms of this George Sov, obviously looks pretty nice. I've definitely got some that I think would be similar condition to this one. Maybe one or two that could be considered a bit better, but not quite sure. Like this side, to me, this side doesn't look quite as good as this side. This side does look pretty clean. Can't see any major damage there. But yeah, in terms of grading, you know, some people, they would probably not consider buying certain grades and below. They want to get certain grades and above. But obviously, the higher the grade, generally the higher the price. Now, some of the modern bullion, like your Britannias and things, I wouldn't really bother grading those. I can see why people grade proof coins, you know, and things like that. But if you're just buying like your random, random bullion, best year bullion, then I wouldn't really tend to bother grading myself. So different people have the reasons though, like I mentioned. So some of the other coins I've bought recently were these two 20th ounce coins you might have seen. I basically bought these because the price of the two of these was lower than any 10th ounce at the time, and you know, pretty good value for small fractional gold. So yeah, I think I just dropped lucky there on, you know, a bit of a slow market and managed to pick those up. This I bought, which is just a best value sovereign. Didn't know what it was going to be. Completely random, you know, choice. I just knew obviously it was going to be a sovereign, and yeah, I don't think I'd bought anything this particular week, so just wanted to make sure I keep up the regular purchases. I have bought a few other shield sovereigns recently, so that's ticked me off a few more dates, which means I'm now 18 dates away from the full shield sovereign run of Young Victoria. And then these are just, again, some more bullion sovereigns which came best value. Just picked up, you know, good price at the time when spot was dipping. So nothing too special in here, I don't think. 1920, don't see loads of those about. A 1930 and a 1916. So yeah, the 1916 and the 1920, don't see loads of those around. They're not, you know, super rare or anything, but it was nice to pick those up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna basically crack these out of the capsules. Not fully decided, but I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this is a 1917 M, by the way, which there's actually less than 1 million minted of these, so relatively rare in terms of the mintage, that is. And yeah, I am I am toying with the idea slowly. So I'm not, you know, don't expect to see this by the end of the year or anything, but I am toying with the idea of sort of a mint mark run of George V. Now, those of you who know will know there is certainly some issues with that, financial issues. You know, when you get to certain dates, like particularly the 1917, I think the London, you are really going to be paying quite a premium to get any kind of coin with that date, but reasonable condition, you know, is going to be an absolute fortune compared to a bullion Sov. So, like I say, it's a long-term project and not something I'm totally committed to. But as and when I get the chance, you know, at a good price, I will start to pick things up like that. So some of the spare mint marks that I haven't got, I will, you know, gradually start ticking those off. So this, like I say, 1917 M and the 1884 M are the latest sovereigns for me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you've been picking up, and we'll talk to you in the comments.